All right. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I enjoyed my weekend because I went absolutely nowhere, even though they tried to convince me to go out. I was like, I stuck to my charger. I don't know where it is.
It's in my car. Where's your charger?
My charger ain't gonna be able to charge because I left my charger. I mean, it'll charge, but
no, it's alright.
It ain't the charger. Yeah, it's alright. You like at 80%.
I just like for my phone to be charged.
I know that's right because you don't know what you got to record. So, listen, I just had a great weekend because I did absolutely nothing. I didn't go nowhere. I just stayed home. But I did get a chance, like everybody else, or a lot of people who decided to watch Super Bowl 54. And I want to give a shout out to Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and the rest of the Kansas City Chiefs. Because I don't know all of them. But they are my brother's favorite football team, and I haven't seen him since they won yesterday. I haven't had a chance to say nothing to him. Like, I didn't hear him stomping, so that means he wasn't home. I don't know where he was at. But this morning, I fed my mom, and he still didn't, like, get up. I guess he just had a good time. And my brother don't drink, but I'm pretty sure he had a drink last night. He enjoyed himself. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. As much as as a kid, he's always been a Chiefs fan. So he's not no bandwagon Chiefs fan. He's always been Kansas City Chiefs. I enjoyed watching them come back. And I wanted them to win because Andy Reid was our head coach for about, 12 years? I mean, he had a losing record at the end, but damn it, we went to a lot of NFC championship games, and we went to one Super Bowl. And it's something that always eluded him his whole head coaching career, is becoming a Super Bowl coach, winning coach. And it finally happened last night. And they gave a weird statistic, because yesterday was 2-2-20. They said this was Andy Reid's 222nd head coaching game, and he won the Super Bowl. So congratulations to Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. I know y'all guys was partying last night, and I know y'all probably don't party like we party. But shout out to those in Kansas City, Missouri, okay? Because the president said Kansas City, Kansas.
Well, I saw that, and I was like, I'm going to be honest with you, I was with the president. Because when people were posting it, I'm like, well, what did he say wrong? You can tell I'm not a football fan because I don't fucking know.
Yeah. But
then when Mark Lamont Hill had posted it and, said, about Missouri, I'm like, oh, yeah, Kansas City, Missouri. But I'm just like, okay, like, for those of us, that was a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think Kansas has any kind of national team.
No.
So I don't understand how he made that mistake.
It's easy to make that mistake if you don't watch football. I don't watch football.
He's the president. He watches sports.
Come on, Kevin. Anybody could have easily made that mistake. Like I said, when I saw that last night, I was trying to figure out what everybody was upset about. I'm like, what are y'all upset about? And I honestly think that people who don't watch football would not really associate the two. Like, oh, Kansas City, Missouri. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck. And then when I saw that Mark Lamont Hill, I'm like, okay, like, now I found myself defending Donald Trump. I'm like, okay, it's not that serious. Like,
the great state of Kansas.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We got better things to worry about.
We do.
and we already know that Donald Trump does not always write the correct stuff anyway.
But he got the nerve to always come at people when
that's what hypocrites do.
But let me tell y'all something. Since I know y'all want to hear our Super Bowl opinion, but let me just say this about the whole impeachment trial.
I have no idea what's going on this TV.
Oh, they're doing the Iowa caucus. Let me turn this off.
Is it today?
Amy Klobuchar is
Wait, Iowa caucus.
Where are they at?
Is the Kansas City, Missouri caucus today?
Yeah. Well, no, the Iowa caucus is today.
Is it Iowa or Missouri?
I need Steve to come back on. They're in Iowa. I know what's going on. I need Steve to come back on because Amy Klobuchar is at the top.
Yeah.
Hello. What is going on?
Your TV didn't come back on.
And then went to commercial. Paris, France.
They doing the Iowa caucus over there too?
I guess they're doing a satellite thing.
I don't know. They get to vote in our caucus?
Hey, if they're from Iowa, I guess. Don't get me started lying. I don't know. And I'm going to say this about our impeachment hearing. Y'all know we haven't really been talking about it because it's kind of like at this point it's beating a dead horse.
Yes, it is.
We know what the president did was wrong. He know it was wrong. It's definitely, to me, I think it's an impeachable offense only because he withheld so much from the House, from seeing. He's hiding documents here, and everybody, you better not go out there and talk. He's doing presidential privilege or whatever. All this stuff. I didn't get the name right, but goddamn it, he's doing it.
And the crazy thing about it is, they were working on to impeach Richard Nixon for what he had people do with breaking in to his opponent's headquarters.
Right.
This right here, even though Trump was impeached, he's just not going to be convicted, which means he's not going to be removed from office. But the fact that this man was working with another country
to try to get information on Joe Biden,
on his political opponent, and then told the other country, we're going to withhold money until y'all.
Yes.
And that is not means to get rid of him?
Yeah. But see, the Senate, those senators, they are scared of Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we know what's going on. We know Donald Trump has a lot of power.
And Donald Trump knows that they're scared of him.
Yeah, and you know what though? You gotta, I respect some of those senators. I mean, some of the House Republicans who lost their seats last year. I mean, I do believe it was a referendum on Trump. But still, it's like, you gotta have a backbone because history will remember you. History will remember when they talk about this impeachment trial from 2020. They're going to remember where y'all stood with the president and how y'all all did nothing.
They don't care though, because in history they'll be all dead.
They'll be dead, but you know what? What about if they want to run for president? We have 4 senators running for president in the Democratic ticket. What about what you want to do in 2024? And your sad thing, you did nothing, and you defended Donald Trump. And a lot of them are young. It's not a whole bunch of. I mean, you got old people in the Senate, but it's not that many.
But it'll work for them. It'll work for the Republicans either way if they want to run in 2024. Why? Because Donald Trump is popular in the Republican Party. So if they run for president in 2024, and they got the former president Donald Trump coming to support them. Can you imagine? First of all, look at the crowds that's why it's just, I'm starting to get a little leery. Because look, we were watching the news the other day when he was on his way to Wildwood, New Jersey, and the news helicopter was over the crowd that was in the parking lot waiting to get inside the convention center. And I'm like, oh my God, Donald Trump draws large crowds.
And Hillary Clinton didn't have those large crowds.
No, she doesn't.
She still won by 3 million votes. But she didn't win the election because of the.
But I'm just looking at this, like, I was talking to Diggy the other day. And I said, Diggy, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like now becoming on the fence with Biden. Because I still like him, but he's not performing well enough during the debates.
No, he don't get you hyped up. He don't get you pumped up, ready to go. He don't give you that.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's like he's good, but he don't get me hyped up. Yeah. And Diggy said, well, who could you see yourself voting for if you decide not to vote for him? And I said, Diggy, for the first time, I actually could see myself voting for... Hell no, Elizabeth Warren. I said I could see myself voting for her. I would never vote for Bernie Sanders. I'd write your name in before I vote for
him. Now, if he's under the Democratic ticket, I will have no choice because I've seen what's going on. And let me tell you all this. You have to remember that it's more than just the presidency that's on the ballot for 2020. You got the Supreme Court. You got the rest of the justices. What other? I don't think he filled every last seat, Donald Trump, for these judges, but he did fill a lot of them that Mitch McConnell blocked. We got abortion rights. You got so much stuff on the line. It's not just the presidency, and I just want everybody to remember that. It even gay rights. Shit, they might overturn that if they get enough Republicans on that chair in the Supreme Court. You just never know what might happen. So that's why it's just so important to get out and vote. Your vote does matter. If your vote didn't matter, there wouldn't be so many ways they're trying to suppress you from voting. And that's why it's important to vote, because when you don't vote, they like to purge your fucking name off the list. And you go to vote thinking your name is on there and you're not even there.
Right.
So come on, y'all. We got to be smart. But I do think that history won't be kind to them. But history isn't kind to Nixon, but it's showing you everything that went on, and it showed you he had Republicans defending him. But once they had all of that evidence against him, they said, "Listen, we can't defend this. You gotta go.
Right.
You ain't got no choice." Remember how they was in that Ja Rule and Ashanti video where the family was like, "Look, you gotta go home." That's exactly what they told Nixon. He gotta go home, and he said, "Listen, tomorrow I'm gonna make an announcement." And he made his announcement. Tomorrow Gerald Ford's gonna be president, and that's exactly what happened. These senators that scared of Donald Trump, they don't have a backbone. It's just ridiculous. But I commend.
But not only that too, you gotta remember this is an election year with a Republican president, and they want to make sure that he stays in office. Yeah, and they want to make sure he stays in office so that they can have their agendas pushed while he's in office. So, I mean, it works in their favor. But that's what it really is. They're definitely scared for him, but it works in their favor. Yeah, but they don't give a fuck about that oath.
They don't give a F about the oath, but you know what? It really means something. That's why those laws were made over 240-something years ago. Now that stuff, I feel like they should take that seriously. If not, why become a senator? Why raise your hand on that Bible and say you're going to do all of this, and why swear? And then what are you going to say? Now, you know what? It might not happen right now, but we all have a judgment day.
I've never, out of all the years I've been here, I've never seen a president with this type of power over people. I've never seen that before. Nope. I've seen different parties, dislike with them, but I've never seen the president have this much power over people that they were afraid to even call him out on things. Right. You know what I mean? I didn't see that with Obama. I didn't see that with Bush. I didn't see that with Clinton. I was too young to really remember the other Bush and was a baby with Reagan. So, but I didn't see any of that. I did not see any of that. And this is the first time I'm seeing that. And I'm just like, wow, this is really crazy. He has that much power that even if they say something that goes against him, they're afraid that he's going to go within an hour be on Twitter talking about it. Because once he gets on Twitter, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And he talks about you on Twitter, it's a wrap.
But but it's important to have a backbone. Everybody. Because you just gotta have a goddamn backbone.
Yeah.
And this is not the Republican Party that you once knew. This is the Donald Trump Party.
Yeah.
That's under the name of a Republican, masking as a Republican. So, you got to go all the way. And if you don't go all the way in the paint, then baby, he's going to do anything he can to get rid of you. But I love seeing how when Donald Trump goes out and he tells people to vote for whoever and he loses. Then there are the words, they shouldn't have never did this and they never should have did that. And he hasn't been winning a lot of races. When I say races, RACES. But this year, I know his name is on the ballot, but we all need to be behind one candidate. And one thing that we can say these past 4 years is that these Republicans are sticking together no matter what. And us Democrats, it's a crabs in the barrel mentality. Mm-hmm. And we got to get rid of that. We all have to be behind each other. I was upset when I seen what Rashida Tlaib say about Hillary Clinton. And it's kind of hard to not be upset with what Hillary Clinton is saying because I don't see Bernie Sanders as a fucking Democrat. He is running under our banner because he's an independent.
And he's not a Democrat.
He's not. But, you're going to have people who support him. And if he wins our ticket, I'm going to have no choice but to vote for him because I don't want Donald Trump on the ballot. I don't want Donald Trump to be president for another 4 years.
Right.
And it sucks that you have these senators saying, "Oh, I took this oath, but it's an election year. We should let the public decide." No, this is what your obligation is. This is your duty.
They want the public to decide because they don't want to be the ones responsible for putting him out of office.
Right.
And then having people, or not even people, having Donald Trump go at him.
Yeah. But I don't want to keep beating this with a bush, but I do want you guys to hear, what we had to say because this is something very important that has happened and you guys haven't heard our take on it. So that's just how we feel. I feel like this impeachment, they proved their case, but they're beating a dead horse because they're not going to get what they want. And I'm glad that they kept repeating this. I'm glad that Adam Schiff has been so great at, speaking, because he is really digging in their asses. And when they roll this tape 50 years from now, we're going to see who's inside of good, who's inside of wrong. Whether you're going to be dead or alive, I just don't want you to write a book in 20 years and say, oh, I should have. No, bitch, shut the fuck up. You should have had the backbone to do something now. And a lot of them, when they don't have that backbone, what they do is they leave. They say, oh, we're not running for re-election anymore and all this. Like, y'all tired. Stand up and say something. Damn.
You're right.
All right. So let's move on to the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm going to be reading some of your tweets once I get a chance to pull it up. But I'm going to give my thoughts of it. Did you watch it?
The halftime show?
Yes. I love this halftime show. Now, I don't want to be one of the ones that say, oh, this is one of the top 10 shows, because when I was watching it, that's not even what I was thinking about. What I was thinking about is, what song are they going to do next? What am I going to see next? Y'all better do it. I'm just enjoying myself. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Now, who do I think picked the better songs? I think Shakira picked the better songs. Who do I think gave the better presentation? I think J-Lo did. Once that fucking poll came up, and, I was getting mad because, first of all, I didn't see Pitbull. And I kept wondering, where's Pitbull? And I'm like, I don't know no goddamn Bad Bunny with Shakira. I don't know. I would have loved to see Wyclef with Hips Don't Lie and they, do their thing. Who the fuck is Bad Bunny? I don't know. But I'm glad that they kept it all Latin, because that was their theme. And they kept it that way. And then J-Lo brought out J Balvin. And I love that song, K. Calor and all of that stuff. But I'm like, where's Mr. 305? And
who?
That's Pitbull, Mr. 305.
I think talking about Trick Daddy. I'm saying, what?
No, because we're going to get on that. I can't wait. Let me take a shot. Okay. So, I feel like J-Lo, that presentation, like, yes. Shakira, I was like, yes. But my favorite, like y'all might like J-Lo doing the singing. Her voice is going to definitely improve. It's going to be much better than J-Lo. J-Lo, try to hang it up. Thank you, Mark.
Her daughter's definitely going to be
a star.
And you didn't see no nerves in her. Her daughter's definitely going to be somebody to look out for.
Yes. And Blue Ivy and Emmy. Child, y'all better be on the lookout.
Who's Emmy?
That's J-Lo's daughter's name.
Oh.
Yeah, we just don't see them all like that, but yeah. Like, I'm sure she has learned. We don't see the clips and stuff. Oh, but come on, J-Lo was preparing her.
Yeah, But then what better teacher to have than J-Lo as your mother and then Mark Anthony as your father?
Yes.
I mean, come on.
She's singing from your dad and dancing from your mother.
You got
acting.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Because J-Lo's great as an actress.
It's lit for these, for the celebrity kids. What I was saying, so we didn't get 305. What I loved about Shakira's part, my favorite thing is, first of all, a lot of people don't know the song Empire, but when Shakira went into that rock version, like, Shakira is really a rock star. She had that shit rocking. And I mean, it wasn't just the people on the floor, it was the whole stadium. They went off and they gave me goosebumps. I love that. And when J-Lo went political with the kids in the cages and her daughter was singing, and then she had the American flag draped around her, and then when she opened it up, it was a Puerto Rican flag. Like, I was like, yes, bitch, yes. And then her daughter was singing Born in the USA. I loved all of that. Now, at first I didn't notice it the first time, but I had to notice all the stuff that was going on the second time I watched it. And I was getting mad when J-Lo was performing Waiting for Tonight, because I just was like, what's going on? And then when she got up on that pole and did her thing, I was like, oh. Like, J-Lo, Bitch, J-Lo was gonna do J-Lo things. And I loved it. What did you think?
I thought they both were excellent.
Yes.
I did. I thought both of them were excellent. Remember how when we first found out that they were going to be performing together,
right.
and we were kind of over it, like,
yes.
no.
Like,
but I thought they blended so well together. I never would have thought to put the two of them together, but I thought that they did such an excellent job. I thought Shakira did an excellent job. I thought Jennifer did an excellent job. And then I thought at the end when they came together, they did an excellent job.
Yes.
I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is...
Let me tell you.
This is a performance. And the fact that both of them are over the age of 40, J-Lo's 50, Shakira's what, 42, 43?
It was 43, and yesterday was her birthday, bitch. It was Shakira's birthday.
To do all of that, like, and they was up there moving.
Yes.
They were moving. I watched all 14 minutes of it today on YouTube because I wasn't able to watch the Super Bowl yesterday. And I was sitting there, mind you, I'm laying across my bed watching it. I'm laying across my bed watching it, and my feet is just papping.
Okay.
Like,
it's them African, it's that Afro-Latino sound.
They were doing that. And I just was so proud of them. And I said to myself after, and I even posted on Facebook, I said to myself, this is how you represent your community. They represented the Latino community so perfectly. And there were some people that I saw saying, oh, well, she should have brought Ja Rule. But I said, you know what?
No.
This was a Latino representation performance. Yeah. I was not bothered that she didn't have Ja Rule. I was not bothered that this one didn't have that person. I was just excited that they were doing their thing. For 14 minutes, I was Latino.
Yeah.
Half the time I didn't understand what they were saying, but you know what? I was having a good fucking time. Not knowing what they were saying.
Yeah. But let me tell you, at the end, I did not know that I needed that mashup of Waka Waka and Let's Get Loud. I did not know.
They were awesome.
Waka Waka was like the theme song for the FIFA World Cup 10 years ago, and I always loved that song. But I never pictured it meshed together with another song. Let's Get Loud. I just really need that. I really need that song.
Super Bowl performances should always be like that.
Yes.
High energy.
Yes.
High energy. If you want to sing a ballad, stay at home.
Right.
High
That's
energy.
why I wasn't really feeling the Waiting for Tonight all like that. But I love the pole dancing and who's doing that. And I seen a tweet
on the Super Bowl stage.
Yes. I seen a tweet that said Janet died on the cross so that Shakira and J-Lo could do what they do. But I love that tweet because remember, a nipple that was on TV for a half a second caused such a stir. And then you got these soccer moms complaining about J-Lo and Shakira being too fucking sexy.
Can I say something?
Yes.
In the black community, we don't have soccer moms.
No.
So they don't fucking matter. We have basketball moms and football moms. We don't have soccer moms in the black community. Our moms are excited that our sons are watching
yes.
that.
Yes.
They're like, oh, you like that?
I was excited.
No black mom. No black mom.
Yes, I'm going to take
is upset
pole dancing class
that Jennifer Lopez and Shakira is up there
at 50.
Yes. Black moms are sitting at home like, damn, they look good.
Okay. They do. And then at the end, listen.
I don't know, no soccer moms in the black community.
I don't even think Shakira's butt is all that big.
But she was shaking
those
it.
hips was
Yes.
fucked.
Yes,
When she said they don't lie.
Because at one point when she was shaking, when they both were shaking at the same time, I was
hers more faster than
Shakira's
J-Lo.
Okay.
Way faster. I said, what's J-Lo doing?
But you know what? J-Lo said, bitch, I'm going to have this silver leotard on.
Yes.
I'm going to have me a good fucking time. And she was up there swinging. I said, go ahead. I said, you better go off. Like had me. Oh, I was just
I just don't understand how some people don't like it. Listen, everybody is not Beyonce. And you're not, you can't compare, none of this, you can't compare.
Beyonce had Beyonce's moment.
Right.
These women had their moment. You can love all three performances, or both performances, and not compare.
Yeah.
Because I did not think of nobody else but them while I was watching.
I just don't see the hate like they were
and
doing.
I had a smile on my face too because I thought about it. J-Lo has been doing this for damn near 30 years, and she is still at the top of her game after 30 years. First of all, she's television, movies, music. Like, she's really a triple threat. And then Shakira's not one of those people that I think of all the time. But the fact that Shakira has remained relevant over these years that she's been here, and to share a Super Bowl stage, like, to be honest with you, I'm not even mad that they shared the stage together. Yeah. Like, I think that was just awesome that they did that, and they really represented well.
At first, I was like, J-Lo should be doing this by herself. Like, bitch, now I'm like, okay, I'm ready for Shakira's own halftime show. Like, J-Lo's own halftime show. But they did it well. And you know, I also was looking for Gloria Estefan because all of the Latin flavor, and bitch, you're in Miami. You're in Miami. You don't get more Miami than Gloria Estefan. Latino Miami sound machine.
But yeah, I don't know,
but it was fun.
That Gloria Estefan don't dance, so that was a dancing. That was a dancing. She do dance. She don't dance like that.
She might not dance like that.
Yeah,
but
listen, somebody on the stage that dance like that.
You let her sing that. Come on, baby, shake it, do that conga, bitch. They gonna go off. Tell me they not. Get on your feet. Come on. Old school Gloria Estefan, bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just want to see you dancing 5, 6, 7 times. They will go off and I would have went off. They don't get no Miami than that. No, you don't. No, man, you want to talk about Trip Daddy? You don't know Ned. Who do the shit I do? I would have turned my fucking TV on. You don't know Nan, bitch. There's something straight suck the clip.
And you don't know that all the people from Love and Hip Hop on there?
No. Waka this time for Africa. Thank you, Shakira, and thank you, J-Lo. This is not the time to be bringing out Trick Daddy and all they foolishness. Because then you're going to bring them out.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Foolishness. You got to bring Kai out too. Because she's Miami too. Now ain't no way in hell.
And you gotta bring Johnson Hernandez out because she's straight off the boat, man.
Bitch, I'm glad they left her. She don't know what she's saying.
No, Jennifer and Shakira don't even know what she's saying.
No,
and nobody knows what Shakira's saying.
Bitch, you know, and now one time that I see them call her goat. Remember, she be like, everybody call her goat because the way her singing, like it didn't even matter last night. Like that bitch. Oh my!
Can you imagine?
And you know what? Shakira is outperforming J-Lo right now. Like on iTunes, it's Shakira. Jennifer's like a 30, like Jennifer. Like I was surprised at that. But I mean,
that's coins in Shakira's pockets.
Yes, but I'm telling you, I really think it was that rock element that Shakira did on that song Empire that just made it set the tone for her performance. And then Hips Don't Lie, that was a song you could not fucking miss on the radio. Like what, this 2006, it was Shakira, it was Rihanna, it was Beyonce, it was all of them girls in 2006.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
True. I think you only had, Shakira was like the only Latin girl, because J-Lo, they weren't playing J-Lo. They probably was, you be lucky.
J-Lo was making more movies around that time.
Yeah, you probably heard like No Air with Jordan Sparks or something like that.
That was around 2006.
That was around 2006.
Oh wow,
that's a long time. Because I was really working at that time, and I remember like those songs. Like Rihanna had Unfaithful, SOS.
I gotta look that up because I thought that came
Umbrella
out around here.
Umbrella was like 2008. Yeah. Beyonce was getting ready to do B-Day, so it was Deja Vu and all of that stuff. But yeah,
no, B-Day was out. Remember,
B-Day
2007 was No Air. But you're right. Around that time. Yeah, you're right. Wow,
that's when music was fun. Like
her and Chris Brown. Wow,
them girls. I don't know what they doing today. But didn't I just make you feel old?
Yeah. Wow. I didn't know it was that old long ago.
Yes, but like, oh my God! Listen, y'all, I could watch that performance over and over. I don't know where it stands in the history of time. That's not. I don't care about that. But I just know that J-Lo and Shakira made everybody love our Latino people, and you know, Donald Trump, our president, has said so much about the Latin culture, period, and people that come from Mexico and people that come from these other Latin countries. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Look at what they did.
Right.
Like they did the damn thing. And Shakira is Colombian. J-Lo is Puerto Rican via New York, the Bronx. Like, come on, man, you can't hate on that culture.
No, you can't.
I love their culture. First of all, and their food is good as fuck too to send you to the bathroom. But they can cook.
Chick-fil-A
Like,
send you to the bathroom too. You think they cook Chick-fil-A?
Who? No. No, they're gonna put some rice and beans and
Oh
whatever
my
other
God.
spices.
This poppy store near my job, they make some awesome rice and it's like baked chicken, like a chicken breast. Baked chicken. It's so good, but it's sending you straight
to the bathroom.
So good. White rice though. I don't like the Spanish rice. I like the white rice.
Spanish rice.
Butter all over. Oh God, it's so good. But I mean, it is so good, and they put so much.
I'm getting chills
and
thinking
it
about Spanish
sends me
food.
straight to the restaurant. That's when you know it's good. When you eat it all, and then 10 minutes later, ooh, I never bad.
Let me tell you, you know Spanish food is good when they have a fucking store that makes food and then they order Spanish food for somewhere else. They don't even eat the food that they cook. That's when you know
Oh,
that
I don't
Spanish
know
food
about
is
all
good.
that.
Oh yeah, they get food ordered to the store.
Oh.
And you don't never see them get the food delivered to the store?
No.
Hell yeah.
But why would they do that? They got a whole kitchen in there.
They probably don't want that chicken and fries. They want that Spanish
They don't want the
food.
poison that they're giving us.
But hey, do you know how big
What
those
store
chicken
does
wings
that?
are?
I don't eat chicken wings from no Spanish store.
Next door, over here.
They don't make chicken wings next door.
No, but I mean they do.
Oh.
But I mean they order that Spanish food. They order Spanish food.
That would make me go, why y'all cooking? I don't know about all that.
Listen, I don't ever see the Chinese store get Chinese food from Chinatown. But I'm gonna tell y'all, my
I don't never see a delivery truck backing up into the Chinese store.
never. Because they live on top. I don't know. Why.
I said a delivery truck.
Yeah, I
bitch.
never see it, and that's because they live on top. Bitch, they go shopping. And come to think about it, I've never
seen a delivery
now, in
truck.
Chinatown,
No
hell
Chinese
yeah.
store.
Now I was told, by my good Cambodian girlfriend who's married to a Chinese man, that don't eat from the Chinese stores, from the corner stores. If you want that authentic Chinese food, you have to go to your local Chinatown because that's when it's fresh and it's cooked right, and they don't play no games. And she did not lie, but I don't have time to go to Chinatown sometimes. So you just gotta settle for food, and you notice every time you order that food be done in 10-15 minutes. So you don't know how long.
That's pre-made. Yeah, it's set there. Yeah. She right though about going to a Chinatown. She's right.
Yeah. But when I used to eat her food, it was like, cause she make it the right way. She thought I was being insulting, like when I'm like some of this stuff, it tastes like soap, and she was like, she'd be making sure that she was cleaning everything, and then come to find out, it's a part of our DNA that certain foods or spices make it taste like soap to us. Like especially like cilantro. Oh, it tastes like soap to me. And I'm just like, girl, you got to stop putting that in there because it tastes like soap. And it's a part of my DNA. That's why it tastes like soap. And you can Google it, cilantro and the soap thing. It's because of your DNA makeup. That's why it tastes like soap.
Oh, I never heard that.
Oh, yeah. She was so insulted. She was so insulted. I'm like, this, it tastes like soap. Shit. So, yeah. But, yeah, this Super Bowl, first of all, the comeback by the Kansas City Chiefs, they were down 20-10, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know how my brother going to feel. And they came back and got 3 touchdowns within 6 minutes that was left on the clock. Like, they really did the damn thing. I'm so happy for Andy Reid, because Andy Reid was our head coach for so long. And I mean, let me tell y'all something. Like, it's just a bad feeling in the city when the Eagles don't win. Like, you could tell when the Eagles win and when the Eagles lose. But when I was coming up in the early 2000s, like, we always went to the NFC Championship game, but we never won until it took like the 4th or 5th try. We went to the Super Bowl 2005 and we lost, and that was just horrible. Because Donovan McNabb up there throwing up on the football field. Like, it was bad. It was bad. It was
When he was throwing up, right? Yeah.
Yes, it was a bad Super Bowl. And I think they was in Miami then. I don't know. They was in one of them cities. They was in a big, I think they brought, I don't know. But it was just a bad time.
I would love for the Eagles
to go back to the Super Bowl.
No, I didn't think about that.
Excuse me.
I meant to say I'd love for Philly to host a Super Bowl one year.
Yeah, but they want to go where they know people are going to come and it's not going to be cold.
And it's not going to be cold, right?
So they want it in the dome.
Usually.
Because our stadium is big enough for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely big enough for it, but they're not gonna come here. They're not gonna go up north. I don't even think they even been in MetLife Stadium, had a Super Bowl there. Now that's a big stadium too. Y'all y'all cold. Everything is so cold to y'all. Coming up north. Like, come on.
I mean, usually though, when people go to Super Bowls, they want to party.
Yeah, I mean, they want to party. And Miami is definitely a place to party. Maybe if you go to Miami, be prepared to spend some money. Money. Like, and don't even call yourself buying rounds of drinks for everybody, because that's going to be instantly like $150. Now, if you don't mind spending that, because I'm definitely going to drink if you don't mind. You know? But
if you don't mind,
yeah,
I'll drink.
Yeah, I remember those times in Miami, like with Sizzle. Like, sometimes they were reasonably priced. Like, it depends on what club you went to. And one time I gagged at a $70 bill because I was like, yeah, I'm going to pay for everybody. Right? I was, bitch, I don't want to pay $70. A good $20, $40. All right. But 70? Then some of the clubs was like 50 to get in. Oh, it was over it. It's better. You just better having your own hotel party like I used to do in Miami. But now I know that I got family members. I could just go down there. I think that's what I'm going to start doing.
Wait, to Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got family members in Miami?
Mm-hmm. They came up to the funeral in December, and he was like, "Oh, come on, come on down." Everybody's saying, "Come on down." Since you're saying, "Come on down," I'm really coming.
Right.
And I'm not expecting to pay for the hotel. I'm staying at your house.
Oh,
and I'll bring whatever you know what you want me to bring. I'll do that. But we're going to have a good time. Like, and this is my first time hanging out with my cousin that live in Miami. Oh, we had a good time. And he just got married. So, oh yeah. Like, but I got family all up and down this East Coast. All up and down. But listen, y'all, Super Bowl 54 is in the history books. I don't know what Super Bowl 55 is going to bring. I don't know where it's going to be at. Or anything like that. But who do you think now, since Jay-Z, Jay-Z and Rock Nation, I do want to say, I had to talk about this, on B. Scott's website, he posted that a Rock Nation source told him that Rock Nation tried to stop J-Lo from doing that, the Kids in the Cages thing. They really wanted her to like get rid of it, and even Jay-Z tried to get her to get rid of that, and the tension got so bad between the two that J-Lo did not open the show with Shakira. I guess she was just like, well, J-Lo says she's still going to do her, but she's not going to do, like, open the show with Shakira, because they're supposed to open the show and close the show together. So, this is my take on this. You are supposed to use your stage platform to get your message out there. And I understand why Jay-Z is saying, no, don't do this. But this is the right time. You got 100 million people watching.
Right.
When isn't the perfect time to be political?
Right.
Like Beyonce, and they came out in they black berets and black power and everything. Yeah, it might get some people mad. But when you make people uncomfortable, you are doing your job. That's what you're supposed to do. And they didn't want Shakira to perform, but Shakira was right there with them goddamn drums. Right. Okay? Right. They didn't want Shakira to perform while they was in the cages. They didn't want, she was right there in the other thing. I just feel like they shouldn't have tried to stop that. If this is your moment. And they should have done it. I don't know, like, maybe if this is the corporate side of Jay-Z, like, I just don't like hearing that. And I've been hearing different stuff about Jay-Z and Kaepernick and all of that. Listen, I feel like I said what I said a long time ago. I feel like, yes, you are fighting for the same right as Kaepernick. But I think that you guys should be alongside each other. So that way you guys don't miss each other and You know, you got Kaepernick and his girlfriend and Eric Reed, and everybody is saying like, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. It would have been better if y'all all would have made that powerful statement together. And I did see an NFL commercial that said like, to initiate change or to inspire change. It was a man talking about his brother being killed by the police officer. It definitely counteracted the Donald Trump commercial that sent me and everybody else into a frenzy.
I didn't see it, but I heard it.
Yeah, but it was basically he was pandering to black people about their people going to jail and getting them out, and saying, "Oh, the previous administrations didn't do it, but I did it." Thank you, Kim Kardashian.
So is this the moment where we thank Kim or thank Tom?
Right, I don't know. For his African Americans.
Right. For his African Americans.
Maybe it's
like a slave owner.
Yeah.
My African American.
And I'm not mad at Alice Johnson, because any president that would get me out after I've been sentenced to life in prison, yes, I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna thank you too.
Right.
Shit, I can live my life now. I didn't kill nobody. I didn't do like. Anybody that has these drug offenses where it wasn't like a big drug, like they should be off. Like, think about all the people that got marijuana cases, and it's on their record. You know, it's a recreational thing. People got businesses and everything. It's not a bad thing no more. But I don't feel for those who be selling the hard drugs and all of that. But that's another story at another time. I just feel like Jay-Z should have let J-Lo do her thing. This is not going to kill J-Lo's career.
Well, she did do her thing.
Yeah, and the worst thing that could happen is Donald Trump, oh, fuck J-Lo.
Right, she did do her thing. Now, again, this is just a source, and we don't know how true this is, because if Rock Nation really had a pool, J-Lo wouldn't have did that at all. So, who's to say if that really was that big of an issue for them? Mm-hmm. It may have been an issue where it's, no, listen, we don't want you to do it, you know, but because I feel like if it was, I think Rock Nation probably would have won that argument. But clearly, she still did, not only did she still do the performance, but she still did the Kids in the Cage thing.
Right.
So, I don't know if it was that big of an issue like they're saying that the source is saying that it was. Mm-hmm. I just feel like if it was, Rock Nation would have won that battle. Because, girl, you performing, we got you performing. Like,
but I mean, but after all of the hype, I don't think it would be right to say, oh, we can't get J-Lo to perform.
Well, no, not be right that we can't get her to perform, but I'm sure they would have had some say-so of don't put no kids in no cages. I don't think that Rock Nation would tell her, we don't want you to put kids in the cages, and she tell them, oh, yes, I am going to do it. And they say, okay. I don't think it was going to, I don't think
and that's why I said, like, the tension got so heavy that J-Lo was like, well, I'm not opening with Shakira. And the reason why I can believe this story, and it could be off a little bit, but I think that this story might be correct, because anything that I've seen on B. Scott's website, and I mean like source after source after source after source, like breaking news, he's been up there now. Like his website is, you might not think of it like TMZ, but he be getting a lot of sources.
No, I'm not saying that the sources are wrong. I'm just saying that I don't know if it was maybe a inflated story. Yeah. Because some stories are inflated. And again, I just don't think it may have been an issue, but I don't think it was to the point where J-Lo said, oh, well, fuck y'all, I'm going, like, I think they probably came to an understanding and said, listen, this is, because I'm going to be honest with you, when I saw them kids in those cages, I didn't even think of it as a political statement. I didn't even look at it that way because it was towards the end, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think I was so excited about the performance that I never even, first of all, I was trying to figure out what the fuck they were in. And then and you know what I thought it was when I saw it? Remember on Cinderella, the carriage?
Right, the carriage.
That's what I was looking at it as. And then when I saw people on social media saying the cages, I said, oh, okay, well, maybe it was that. But I'm not going to rewind this thing to go back and see if that's what that was, because I wasn't looking at it like that. I just don't know if it was maybe, and I don't believe, and I do agree that B. Scott has great sources on his thing. Sometimes some sources can be inflated though, just for a good story.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even want that to be I wouldn't want that to be the story, the lead story after they done killed it like that. But it was great. And then another thing is like the controversy with Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting down. Listen,
and not And all the other
Right.
white people sitting around
Right.
sitting down.
Right.
And a bunch of white
you
people
at
sitting
home
around.
watching the national anthem being on TV and sitting right there. I sat right here in front of my TV. And I watched that shit. I ain't stand up, put my right hand over my heart. I feel like as Americans, we can do whatever we want because it's a choice.
I remember
We are not under a dictatorship where you could get, you know.
when this national anthem thing, started happening a few years ago. I remember we were in Wildwood, and July, my family goes July 4th. So what they do down there is at a certain time of the day, they play the national anthem on a speaker, and they ask for everybody on the boardwalk to stop. So the boardwalk becomes completely halted. Of course, all of them.
Right.
Oh, us?
Keep it
Still
moving.
walking through. And there was a few white, oh, you disrespectful. You supposed to, I don't give a fuck about that.
Right.
Especially not when, and this was around the height of the Kaepernick thing.
Right.
And black people were just steady walking through them while they were standing there like this. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, it means, it's like the national anthem means
Do you stand when Lift Every Voice comes on?
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say.
No,
like,
you do not.
The anthem.
So don't
is
you dare
definitely
tell me that
different.
I need to stand.
And you know, I'm surprised that Wendy Williams didn't talk about that this morning.
Well,
Like,
I told my aunt texted me because my aunt, she loves Wendy Williams, and she texted me and she told me how upset she was that Wendy Williams said it,
told her
and
to
then
love
she told me
Wendy.
that the audience wasn't really feeling what Wendy said either.
No.
And I said, you know what? Today Wendy's bashing Beyonce. Next week she'll be all on Beyonce's dick, praising
Right.
her, this, that, and third. That's just what Wendy fucking.
and you
does.
can love America, but that don't mean you have to sing the fucking Star Spangled Banner.
But I will say-
especially when Trump don't even know it. Now, come on, there's video, and he couldn't even sing the right fucking lyrics. Like, kiss my, like, no, don't do that.
Don't tell me to kiss your ass now.
I'm
But
just saying.
what's her name? Demi Lovato did a great job.
Yes, she
though.
did.
She did.
Now,
I
she
saw
tried her
last
best.
ending. I saw the last part, but she
Tried
did
her.
a great job.
Yes.
And can we stop comparing everybody who sings the national anthem to Whitney Houston?
No, but
there
no,
will
she
never
tried
be
her
another.
rendition.
She
She
would
tried.
never be another Whitney Houston.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, baby.
Nobody. Not in this lifetime, and I don't think in the next lifetime there will be another person that you can compare to Whitney Houston's 1991 Super Bowl national anthem performance. It's just never ever going to happen.
But I think Demi
Demi
tried, but
she
she
did a great
did.
job.
Come on, like
She sounds
she's doing
beautiful. And sometimes you forget how good she can sing.
right. Like,
Yeah, she did a great job. She did a good job.
like you
I
can't say
didn't care too much for the ending of. Maybe I gotta watch the whole performance.
With
But
Demi?
no, with
Oh.
Yolanda. I ain't care too much for that ending, and I love Yolanda Adams. But when I saw the clip of the ending, I was just like, this ain't moving me. Maybe I gotta watch the whole performance because this right here, I don't know. So maybe I gotta watch the
nobody's
whole
really talking about what Yolanda. I don't think nobody ever talks about when anybody sings American Beauty at Super Bowl.
No. I didn't even know Yolanda Adams was a performer until I saw it on my timeline. I was like, wait, she's there performing?
Yep, they did like a gospel thing, and for some reason my mom was like, her TV wouldn't work. I'm like, girl, because I came in. Why was your TV off?
Why didn't you tell her to come downstairs?
She don't want to come. She don't
You
want
know
to come
what?
downstairs.
She needs to start coming downstairs.
She did.
She needs to.
And I turned that TV on. When I turned it on, it was the gospel thing.
So she's saying something all day.
All day. And the gospel thing came on. She watched that.
What gospel thing?
They had like Super Bowl gospel. It was on BET. And I went to go get her some food. When I came back upstairs, she was in tears.
We gotta get her to a
And
Baptist or a Pentecostal or Cozy
Yes.
church.
And you know what I was just
Because they're
thinking
not doing
about?
it for her in that Catholic church.
She would cry me and sing. But I was just thinking about how the hell, if I take my mom back to the Catholic church, how I'm going to get her to walk up those steps, because ain't nothing but steps. You gotta
They don't
walk
have
up the steps.
a ramp or something for y'all to
She
get
would
in?
probably have to go all the way down.
St.
and
Martin
then
de Porres,
come-
right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a ramp?
I haven't been there. I haven't been in that church. I haven't been in that church since Jemiah's funeral, so I don't even know. They probably made some different stuff, but I do want to take her back, and I want to go in there one day, go back inside the church and see. And now
Well, don't let it be somebody's funeral.
Well, I don't want to go. I don't want my funeral to be there. I don't even want
It's not going to be there. If you write in your funeral arrangements, I want Mikkel to handle the arrangements. Trust me.
I don't want to go because I don't even like
You want to
that
have some
priest.
church at your funeral.
When that priest spoke at my nephew's funeral, that turned me
What did he say?
off. I just didn't like it. It was.
I don't remember nothing that nobody said.
Oh yeah, I remember it. I remember you came up there.
The only thing I remember about Jeremiah's funeral is, of course, when I got up and spoke. But I remember when y'all walked in, and I remember when Jeremy got to the casket, he started crying and he turned around. Like, that was really sad. And then I remember when the mothers of the young people who were killed, one of the, had got up and spoke. You remember that? Like, it was a representative.
Exchange and
yeah,
stuff like that.
when they got up and spoke. But other than that, I don't remember anything else. I remember there was a lot of people there. It was definitely a lot of people at Jeremiah's funeral.
Yeah, and I seen some of the people from his school.
Oh, and I remember when we left and walked down to the cemetery. Behind the course.
Yes, before yes. I'm like, say, I didn't walk. I think we rode behind it, but it was a lot of people walking.
Well, because it was all, the cemetery was on the same side, the same street as the church.
Right.
We stopped traffic and everything. Yeah.
I was gonna say something about that horse and carriage, but
that's what Nina wanted. But
yeah.
You know what?
No.
That's what Nina wanted. Let her. You know what? Because you know Nina loves a horse and carriage, and I try to tell her every time she brings that up. I say, Nina, that is nothing new.
Right.
People have been using horse and carriages for years.
Yeah, but then everybody, like, after she started, but she did start it for this era.
Yeah, for this.
Now everybody want to start doing it.
I don't want no horse and carriage. First of all, they move too slow. You can't go on certain streets with a horse and carriage.
Right.
It worked out for Jeremiah because the cemetery was on the same street as the church. All you had to do was go up the street. So that worked perfectly. But anybody else, you'd be like, what is the purpose of this? Just shut up. I need Chase to shut up.
Yeah, and like,
because he's whining.
That whole time, like that week when it came up to it, because you know me, I'm cheap. And then, you gotta give up the. First of all, I never even signed up for this, and then I had to go, because this I had, sometimes you tell your bank, listen, you tell your job, don't direct deposit that, write me a check. So I had to go all the way to get my check, and then I had to get.
He's whining.
Then I had to get it. No, let me tell y'all, all this shit with him falling out.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. You could tell he was doing.
Oh, I ain't with that. But I had to go cash my check, and then I had to give up some of my money for that horse and carriage thing.
Chase! You better cut it out before I come down there. I'm on my way.
Chase, go up the steps.
That's
true. Because Sean gonna get irritated. We about to stop this video. Yeah. All right, everybody. Because I don't want them to hear all that.
Why not? They didn't heard you for the past 5 minutes. Listen to her.
You hear her? Let me open the door. Let me see if he coming in.
What's the matter with him, Charles?
He's fake. He is.
Why you faking? Come on.
I'm about to say,
why you faking? Come on. Because you're getting on your dad's nerves. Come on. Let him go.